We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, let's go.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Or you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
And some space here. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Bradford going to lead the Cardinals up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Johnson. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Play action now. Bradford. It's caught. Nelson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And Bradford showing a little frustration. He's going to turn and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing here, Trubisky. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Dayon Buchanan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Now Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and goal, Howard spinning away. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So out now come the Cardinals. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now Bradford. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Turbo.
Working out of the gun, Bradford. The try. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Here we go, Monday.
From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Bradford going to lead the Cardinals up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action. Now Bradford. He finds an opening past the 40 on the crossing route. Complete. That's Nelson. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A play fake. Bradford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
From the gun, Bradford rolling, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Bradford on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Bradford. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Here's a 3-time All-Pro Andy Lee to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. This is brought in at the 21. Nifty move. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Bradford. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Now a second down throw for Bradford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. They'll throw again. Bradford. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Again, it's Bradford. Screenplay, Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
You see it? You see it? Move.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. A big run there by Johnson. 57 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Dawson tacks on the point after, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings. And
it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, Trubisky steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Golden in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Trubisky on third and long. Now he's going the other way. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Bradford. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bradford now to throw on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Bradford now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Now attempt carry for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
40.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Second down, Bradford. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. And got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. This time, Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Bradford. Open man is Kirk, complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bradford. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Bradford to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Bradford. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. To the air again with Bradford. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So this thing is all going to come down to the right foot of Phil Dawson. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So this thing is all going to come down to the right foot of Phil Dawson. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cardinals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror. Welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove.